What up YouTube, it's Rain, the mask. Right, now what I've done, I've just moved the location. So I haven't changed anything around. And some of you guessed right, some of you guessed wrongly. But I'm going to turn the trainers this way. And then from this angle, you will be able to see which is the authentic and which is the replica. You see, very easy to tell. And this is where I'm going to start the review from. So, starting at the back, first off, in comparison, the 23s, as everyone's been pointed out, are off. Simply off. Also, the material that they use here is different. So if I get in close and give you that kind of HD kind of look, you can kind of see. And then when I zoom in on this one, you can see the material just is like a nylon material, just overall better quality, as well as the 23. That 23 shouldn't come off at all. Also, if I push them forward from this angle, you can probably see that the cut of the trainer or the shoe on the authentic is just a little bit lower. So let's just say, well, you can tell, you can just basically see. I'm not going to get into it there. I'm not going to get into it too tough. Also, if you look at the backs of the trainer, if I do that, these are the authentics, obviously. You can just see that the mold of the sole is just a lot sharper. This isn't bad. I'm not saying it's rubbish or it's bad, but it's obviously it's just not this. Which for me is all right. You know what I mean? Like, remember, these are £135. £135. These I paid. I can't remember how much I sold them for. I think I sold them for like £40, but I probably bought them for about £50. I can't even remember, if I'm honest. But again, it's just a price comparison. Right, now if I put both of the trainers down like this, actually, let me get, bollocks, you bastard. So if I put them both down like this, realistically, the differences are what? From this angle, from here, there aren't many. You can probably work out, as Ratchet Review 2 says, the stanky leg. That when I get in close, you can probably see that on the authentic, there is no stanky leg. There's stanky leg. There is none of that. It's just as Jordan should be. But here, it's just a little bit off key. However, this material here, in comparison to the authentic, it's not as puffy. So this is the authentic, and you can kind of see that there are ridges. I don't know if I get down there, you can see that it's kind of puffed out a bit. On the replica, it's not. It's just kind of flat. And also the spacing, I suppose that's all right actually. If you look at the spacing here, 1, 2, 3, focus. I suppose that's all right actually. It's not that bad. But yeah, you can kind of see where I'm going. Now, put that aside, that one, boom, skeng. So coming from the front, the obvious flaw is, well, there's two obvious flaws. One, the laces that you get. This is the replica shoe. The replica shoe, this is the authentic. You can see the laces are a lot thinner. You can easily buy laces, so I wouldn't even trip on that. I wouldn't even bother about that. However, one other major flaw is just the shape of the toe box and the overall shape of the shoe from an overhead angle. You can just see the cut is just a little bit different, and this is almost just a little bit wider. When they're on feet, like, if a man is this close, if a man's like this and says, nah, blood, that looks iffy, like, you really just got a pow! And it's not lethal to be. Pow! Just box him, like, what are you doing? Give him the backhand. What are you doing down there? The 23, sorry, not 23, the third spacing, it's all right. I think it's all right. Like, you can see for yourself. These are not the super perfects. These are not the super perfects, and the third spacing is okay. Obviously, it should probably be about there, but again, it's fine. It's fine for it's fine as far as I'm concerned. You can tell me what you think. Now, getting in to the one of the major flaws is the carbon fiber, and I was talking to the person that bought these off me, about how to fix this. And what I said is that ultimately, if you look at the carbon fiber, away from the texture, because it does feel smooth, but you get me? And this is just smooth. But it's got a little bit of a texture. And I said, what you might want to do is just get a grey marker and probably just colour these in. And then just do the nail varnish to give it a bit of texture. And then I dare say no one will be able to tell. So a dark grey marker, darker than the grey that's on here. And then that should sort it out. It should sort it out. The soles, like there's no real difference there, man, as far as I'm concerned. The soles are, they're very similar. What I would say is that the Gamma Blue on the Authentic is just a little bit lighter. I don't think the camera's picking it up. Yeah, it is actually. It's just a little bit lighter, which again is a minor, but you need to just be aware of that. It is a little bit lighter. But hey ho, it's one of them things, isn't it? These are replica shoes, and I reckon you could stand up to a man that's wearing, or stand next to a man that's got the Authentics on, and he wouldn't be able to tell you no different. Like if I mix them all up like that, from this angle, it would take you a few seconds to work out which is the replica and which is the fake. Which is the replica and which is the authentic, sorry. But again, me, I'm an 11s fan. I'm a Jordan 11s fan, so I would always buy the Authentics, always. But in saying that, these were from Aliexpress. These are a damn good replica, and these are not even the super perfect quality. I've seen people with reviews saying, yeah, I've got the super perfects, and these are the best quality. Like, and they paid 100 and so. They paid what you probably pay for that for these. Like, fuck all that. This is the shit. If you're on a budget, or you just want some trainers to just stunt in and kick football in, this is your thing. If you are a trainer sneakerhead and you want the real deals, obviously go for the Authentics. Anyway, Rain the Mask, signing out. Oh yeah, and you don't get I didn't get shoe trees. They just got some paper in there, bitches. But anyway, Rain the Mask signing out. It was the Gamma Blue Rep versus Authentic. See ya.